What's up, guys? Marc from Beyond the Real here, and today I want to talk about The Mandalorian Season 2, Episode 7, The Believer. This was actually pretty cool. You know, it's a little down from last week, but it's still, there's pretty good action in this one, and I really like the dialogue in this episode. So within this episode, they have to get Bill Burr's character out of prison. So Cara Dune, she goes there with Mando, gets him out of prison, and they're headed off to a planet that I can't remember exactly, but I think Mayfield said that he worked there. And so they go to this planet, and immediately, you know, the scenery is beautiful. I don't know what's up with these episodes, but the budget for these episodes are awesome. The Mandalorian, this series has done great, you know, with the music, especially in the beginning when Mayfield, he sees Boba Fett, he's like, oh, thank God, I thought you were the other guy. But no, and you hear the music play in the background for Boba, but then Mando comes down, switches right back to the awesome intro music. So, you know, I actually love that they're doing that, mixing it up between Boba and Mando. So that was pretty cool. But they get to this planet, so as soon as they find out, they can't just, they're trying to come up with a plan to see who's going to go down there. Mayfield, of course, is going to be one of them. And Mando, he's gonna have, he, you know, volunteered himself because I think Cara Dune says she couldn't go down there because she'd be too recognizable. The same for our other character, I can't remember her name, but for her, she can also go down there because she'll be recognizable. So Mando and Mayfield, they go down there. They have to put on stormtrooper armor, a different type of armor. So they get in there, they take the armor off of the two guys in the car. Actually, Cara Dune takes them down, and they get the armor. And they're driving. Mayfield is giving this awesome speech. You know, Bill Burr, he's great. I only know him from Breaking Bad, so I only know his comedic side, because in there he was more of a comedy character, and in this one he's really more serious. In the previous episode last season, he did seem more comedic in a way, but this one he really felt more serious, especially when he was talking to Mando about how, you know, the rules that he has set for himself aren't always going to work. So he's going to have to change those rules, you know, eventually to get the job done. So that's what Mayfield is, you know, telling Mando, and Mando is just not listening at all. But there's an explosion that happens, and basically pirates are coming down, and they're trying to take, it's some type of, I don't know if it's oil or gas or something. I'm guessing it's some type of gas, because they're blowing it up with thermal detonators. And we actually get to see Mando fight outside of the Mandalorian armor, and he's actually, you know, holding his own. He's handling business. He's taking them down because he's taking it wave after wave, and he's taking them down. Yeah, the pirates actually get a couple hits in and they take him down, but it doesn't matter because we know Mando's gonna prevail, and he actually did. So after that scene, they're the only, Mayfield and Mando are the only team to bring back the cargo, because every single other one had their cargo blew up. And they're the only ones to get back with it. So stormtroopers, generals, commanders, everybody are just praising them when they walk in. So they're just like, okay. But they're just praising them. So once they get back to where they need to, Mando tells Mayfield to go look for the terminal, because they have to get the terminal, the coordinates off the terminal. And that's the reason that Mayfield, that's why they only took him out of prison for. So Mayfield goes in there, but he actually sees a general that he worked under. And so he immediately turns back and he tells Mando, I can't do it, I can't do it. So Mando takes it upon himself. He goes in there, he tries to scan his face with the helmet on first, but it doesn't work. So we get another reveal of Pedro. He actually takes off the helmet and we see his face. And, you know, he's getting the coordinates on basically the USB. The general's coming to the side of him, basically calling his name and, you know, trying to get his attention. Finally, they get the coordinates, he puts it up, and he turns to the general. And the general, he's kind of being a dick about everything. But Mayfield comes in, saves the day for Mando, and he actually gets to see his face. So I was like, wow, you know, stuff like that, you know, because we don't see Mando's face. So it's actually good that we actually got to see it again. It's just surprising, you know, that's all it is to me. But they end up having a drink with them, the brown eyes. That's what Mayfield called Mando, Brown Eyes, and that's what the general was calling him the whole time. And they had a deep discussion about, you know, battles that took place. And, you know, I believe Mayfield, there was like 5,000 to 10,000 people, you know, who fought in this battle and died. And the general was saying it was for the greater good, but Mayfield, you know, he doesn't see it that way. And I guess that pushed him over the edge, and he shot him. So then it was a shootout within the base. And after that, Boba Fett, he ended up coming down, Cara Dune, and I still can't remember her name, but let's just say, I'm gonna just call her Android. The Android, they were taking their shots, taking down everybody outside. Boba Fett comes down, both Mando and Mayfield jump over, and they make it on to Boba's ship. I also want to say, I kind of don't like Boba Fett's armor, that it's clean. That's kind of nitpicking, but I actually like, you know, the way it was on the previous episode and not on this one. But that's nitpicking. He still looks awesome. I love when he's commanding his ship and you just hear his voice. It's awesome just to hear that. It's great. And yeah, guys, they get the coordinates. Cara Dune and Mando ended up saying, you know, that Mayfield, you know, he died on this planet, or died beforehand, and so basically they set him free. And you know, he really did prove himself that he could be trusted. So they actually they ended up letting him go. So, you know, I actually hope we get to see Bill Burr's character again. I actually liked him because he brought, you know, I felt like an intensity, or it's just his dialogue was deep, and I actually love dialogue within stories. Also, we get right at the end, Mando sent a message to Moff Gideon, and basically he's telling Moff Gideon, I'm coming for the kid, and we're gonna get the kid, so be ready when we get there. And you know, Moff Gideon doesn't like that, and I'm just looking forward to seeing Mando versus Moff Gideon, Beskar staff versus the Darksaber. It's gonna be awesome, guys. Yeah, so this episode was pretty good. I actually recommend you guys go out there and watch it. Make sure you subscribe, share, like, come back and check back for more.